You know, one of the biggest myths out there is that moms who deliver by a C-section are just not able to breastfeed. And there are other people who support this theory, which again is absolute nonsense. So we know that, you know, globally there has been a rise in the number of C-sections that happen, but this should not be a deterrent to breastfeeding. So the incision for the C-section happens very lower, you know, on the mother's abdomen, and there's a lot of space here for the baby to still go ahead and breastfeed. So even if you undergo a C-section, every mom needs to be well informed that early initiation can still be done, that the first breastfeeding can still happen within the first hour. It can happen in the main OT area itself, and there's no such thing as if you had a C-section, then of course the milk is going to be delayed. There's no such thing. The rules still remain the same. The sooner she breastfeeds, the better her breastfeeding success rate would be.
We do have hospitals that are putting babies direct to breast after a C-section. It is possible. It requires a rethink from inside the operating theatre, how to fix it, how to make it happen. It can happen, it is happening. A nurse is required to help, to support, absolutely, but we just have to rethink how the management is. And we also need to think about how many C-sections are going on and try and bring the rates down, because they do get in the way of breastfeeding. There's pain involved, there's more IV fluids going through a mother, so she has more engorgement. So it is more difficult, but it can be done, and the easiest way for a C-section mum to have a successful breastfeeding journey is to put the baby direct to breast. In some cases, if the baby is sick and needs to go into the neonatal intensive care unit, we still need to make sure that a mother's breast is stimulated and switched on. And in those cases, the best thing to do is to put a pump to her breast in the operating theatre. And this is also happening in many hospitals in India. They're making the pump available to the mum, they're applying stimulation technology, and they're switching her breast on so that by the time she can actually get to her baby, she has a milk supply.
Yes.